So, yeah, today we are going to continue writing our Git software. This time we are going to make a small optimization around loading stuff from other pages. So the problem is that this view thing down here is rather dumb. It just downloads and recompacts the document. But we know essentially what stuff we're going to load, so we could batch it later. So it would be nice if we could reformat this document into a new document that can do this. So what I'm going to do is using this builder that I wrote, this command thingy, and use that in essence to load additional stuff in. I mean, it is capable of doing that. So we have this loader. It's capable of loading using PyLD. So let's go in and use this down here in the thing. So we know that we need a PyLD loader. Let's call it fetcher, because actually let's call this document loader. And actually we can just use self.getDocumentLoader in order to fetch our data. Now we can just get the loader. So let's return await fetcher build document like that. So we have this now, and we know our base, which is request.get URL. And then we can define a command. So let's see. We need the reference. So from documents.command import commands scmd. So we want to have multiple of them. So let's see. Combine. So here we are going to do combine cmd.combine cmd.reference. We care about the reference. We also care about on types activity pub.node. So on types, and we need a loader, which we already have. So fetcher.onTypes activity pub.node. We are going to have more than one of these things, and these will have what does our UI need? So we have combine, we have set append, so set key value. How was this used again? Append. Okay. I did implement WebFinger at some point. Interesting. Completely forgot that. Yeah. So. For a post, we want fetcher. Combine. For a post, we assume it is a post. So, full command is this combine thing. Cool. Create activity pub.announce. So, activity cmd.combine activity. So, in all cases, we need a reference, fetcher on type, announce, cool. I see. So, we want cmd.set activity pub. What was it again? For the post, we need content. And wait a second, fetch key. So fetcher.fetch like that. Fetcher.fetch muted 2, and from them we want fetcher dot so user cmd.combine user. Here we want reference for one. Everyone essentially. Reference, and we want the type. Reference type true. We need the type. It loads both by default. Cool. So object, which is a post, and we care about the subject, which is a user. This is an activity which for some reason it sees is not a Edged. Why? Here is a missing comma. Next thing is a user, which is a person. Check type cd.com bind. Check type and collection. Yeah, let's leave it at that for now. And for the user, we care about fetch activity pub.outbox, and we just want its references like that. Activity is not used for some reason. Again, let me guess, missing comma again. Yeah. So let's see if this works immediately. Go manage run server. Let's start a Firefox localhost 8000. Let's see. Cool post. Let's copy it. Let's see my code crash. It did. Cool. On types. Okay. And it crashed again. Cool. I love such large errors. At least they show me that something is being done. So, invalid URL. Aha. Loading document failed. Aha. Because it's an invalid URL. Because, tell me, what URL did you try? This. Which is within the context resolver, and there was a reason. Print headers. Good old print debugging. Um, we were supposed to print the headers. Dumbest way to find something. Here. So this is Q1, Q1. Oh, correction. Q1, Q1, Q.5, Q.3, Q.03. Okay. So the exact error was the reference JSON ID object because it doesn't tell us. Cool. I'm interested in its response. So we had some errors. This is the invalid URL. Okay. That's activity streams. So let's start from the top. If I knew where the top was, here is the top. JSON decode error here. So where's the JSON decode? So try except exception is E trace. Suddenly I can just do this. Cool. Copy link to post. Crash again. Let's see what this code does. good apparently. Ah, I see. So allow redirects. So this was far too fast. Apparently it was not. Was it follow redirects? No. Let's try that. Cool. Oh, let's copy the link again. Let's look at the network request. More specifically, its head. So we got the type node attributed to ID, outbox, content. Yeah. As you can see, it didn't need to perform additional requests anymore. Let's go to her page. Open original page. Visit. And it loaded again. This time with undefined. Let's see. It's a person. It loaded its outbox. Okay, it doesn't know how to deal with collections. Not a problem. Just implement them. So, collections, combine. Page is a fetcher. .eat. So, fetcher dot activity pub.items, and for each of those items it should do object type. So cmd.each object type. So on types fetcher.on types activity pub.ordered collection activity pub.collection. It should fetch activity pub.first, and it should then fetch the page. Fetcher.onTypes activity pub dot ordered collection page activity pub dot ordered dot collection page, not ordered, just collection page. We want it just render the page. It needs a comma again. Let's make it easier to read. And it needs fetch. And we need collections. Let's reload this page. It loaded something. It loaded a whole lot of things. From a user, it also needs its preferred name. But how do we get it? How does it require? Which one does it take? Person, user. It wants its name, which I can provide. Like that. Now it's activity. How does this work? It takes the object. It doesn't need this. So let's reload this. It's still loading its outbox. Interesting. Why? I see. So let's update our command, our reference command. What does the reference command do? Okay. Force fetch bool equals false. So d not in value and self.id first that if self.have force fetch is force fetch. We want it here too. Fetch is force fetch. Force fetch. Then we kindly need to ask our fetcher to fetch the document for us. The same here. So actually, let's keep reference without force fetch. So we need to check if type is in value. Hi. Since we don't have the type, I see. So fetch was set to false. I guess it was set to false. That's a good reason. Hi, how are you? Fetch was set to false. It of course requires fetch to be set to true here. So let's set fetch equals true. Fetch equals true. Fetch equals true. It doesn't know a parameter called fetch. Why doesn't it know a parameter called fetch? I see. Let's see if this improves the situation. It kinda didn't. Why didn't it? Ah, I see, I see, I see, I see. And this, yeah. Keys dot reference. And if we do that, it doesn't like me anymore. So technically, it did load this thing in two requests. First, user information, then the outbox collected. So essentially, technically did as I asked. But where didn't it work? I just see a pre somewhere, and I see pre globally on the outbox. So wait a second. 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 Sure. Sure. Here we want combine reference. Please also fetch me data. Done. Reload. See what happens. Cool. And it did this so in two requests, which was kind of what a... No, it did it in three requests. Why did it do that in three requests? Please don't. Thanks. So first it did an ordered collection. The next part is got me the first ones, and then it got me these ones. dot first from ns first, and then it didn't give a type. Okay, cool. So let's see, page also should do a reference page, but this one is also missing a reference. So cmd.reference, and this should optimize requesting stuff. It is. Why did it do it again? Where's the type? Why didn't it add a type? So actually this is optional. So let's see, we have this fetch. This goes to a type and it says it should put out a reference of this object. So what I got back is not the type. But I do want the type. What happens if we force load it? Add type, you know what? Who cares? The collection page done. Where did I forget a comma? cmd.setType. We have a comma here. And this happily crashed. Set cmd.value run. So let's see. It loaded. It gave me a page. And this hack allowed me to optimize it so it only does 2 requests instead of for every post a request. So this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to optimize it so it doesn't need hundreds of requests like it needed before to load the user. It only does 2 of them, and our system just automatically bulk fetches the stuff if necessary, which is cool. So with that, I think I'm finished already with that what I wanted to do today, and tomorrow at 1500 I will continue. So goodbye, and sorry that you were only there for 10 minutes, but I must say I think this was very this worked very well. Now I can do the interesting stuff Tomorrow we're going to do Git action, a lot of Git action. So, bye. Or do you have any idea what I could improve on this? Besides having an empty undesigned page. But I will deal with that whenever. It seems no. Then I'm going to end the stream. Bye.